Welcome to the Stand Like Men podcast. I'm Logan Ingram.
And I'm Daniel Trollenberg.
And we are gathered here today to try and learn what it means to be a biblically masculine man following Jesus and how exactly we're supposed to do that. So we're diving into the scriptures. We're talking to friends sometimes. We're taking questions from listeners. And we are just trying to figure out how to be good men, good fathers, good husbands. And we're glad that you're here along for the ride.
Yeah. If you're enjoying the show, we'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and send us any of your questions or comments to our email address at standlikemen@gmail.com.
I almost took your spot again.
You did?
Yeah.
That's okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was focused. You were talking about biblically masculine men, and here I am holding my pink Christmas cup.
Nothing is more masculine than your confidence in holding your pink Christmas cup.
I will say this is my wife's cup, but I did choose it willingly this morning, and slightly because I knew that we were recording this afternoon. I'm like, that'll be funny. Merry Christmas, everybody.
My cup has a black bear on it.
Okay. You see, it's all about balance in the world. It's all about balance.
Yeah.
So, by the time this gets released, Thanksgiving will have happened.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had a good time with their family and friends, and it was restful. Did you do anything special?
Yes, I did. I went to Texas.
Okay.
On this coming Tuesday. And then I came back on next Saturday.
What'd you do in Texas?
Oh man, we had a great time. We hanging out with the in-laws. Sister-in-laws are coming in from the Houston area and then the Corpus area. Going to my in-laws' house in Fredericksburg.
Okay.
Or went to.
Yeah, went to. Yeah, this is all past tense.
We're gonna we were watching deer and stuff off the back porch of my in-laws.
Nice.
Fried a couple turkeys.
Okay.
Actually, I think only one. I think if I remember correctly, we only did one this year.
Okay.
Last year I did 3.
Oh,
it was either 3 or 4.
That's a lot of turkey, man.
Well, by the time I got to the third one, like the oil and everything was pretty much burnt.
Yeah.
Because like all the seasoning and stuff was sitting at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so it tasted burned. Even though it actually wasn't burnt, it like started to get
Still had that flavor to it.
Yes, it had a burnt flavor, and it was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It was not good. The first 2 turned out great.
Did you see
this
that
year
video?
the turkey turned out great.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. This year, I can't actually speak in the future past tense because we don't actually know what our plan is for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
We're going to North Georgia, or we went to North Georgia.
I thought it was private or something.
No.
You weren't willing to discuss it.
No, I'm happy to discuss it. So Kara's grandparents had what they call a cabin up in the Smoky Mountains of North Georgia. It's not a cabin. It's a house. Now, I will give them credit that they did dynamite into the rock face, into the mountainside, but they built a house there. But they're all from Central Florida. And so anything that has a heavy amount of trees is the woods. And it is very rural, and there are woods around there, but it's not a cabin. It's a house. It's closer to a chalet than a cabin.
Well, just to make you feel better, I just got done reading Missing 411, Eastern States. So it's just about all of them, not all of, but a bunch of missing persons cases that were never solved. Some of them were found. A lot of them were not.
Well, I planned to. I was not
Georgia's
one of those.
part of that.
I was not one of those missing persons.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, we normally when we go up to Georgia every other year because it's like a 10-hour drive for us and it's an 8-hour drive for Kara's folks. We meet at the house and we just have a nice little time just piddling around North Georgia. And normally we go to a place called the Dillard House, which is like a restaurant, convention center, hotel, and then they own a whole lot of land up in that, and they have a bunch of chalets up in the mountains. That's actually where Kara and I went on our honeymoon, and it's a great place. It's beautiful country.
That sounds awesome.
And the restaurant is kind of like Cracker Barrel but on steroids. Like you walk in, you go sit down.
Like a general store and
kind of
very American.
But it's food. Like more of the food is like just Southern homegrown Southern cooking.
Okay.
And you pay, it's expensive. It's like $30 a plate, but you get everything on the menu.
Oh.
And so you sit at a table and like, $30 a person is a lot, but they start bringing out plate after plate after plate. And then you just grab what you want. And then you say, hey, I'd like some more of that pork. I'm like, all right, I'd like some more of that fried chicken. All right. And they just bring you like platefuls of this mounds of food. And it's so good.
In college, that would have been my dream.
Yeah.
I never went to like a Brazilian steakhouse where they just bring around, skewers of meat.
Yeah.
I never got to do that in college.
It's
I feel like I missed out.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that until I was like 30 something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I wish I had this in college. I'd have eaten them out.
Yeah.
Completely out of house and home. I'd have run them out of meat.
So, but the Dillard House is closed at the moment because of their remodeling. And so we don't know what we're doing. We're talking about getting there's a great Italian place. We're going to get some food, like take home and cook it. Emmett is wanting to do rotisserie chickens. And just like, hey, everybody gets their own rotisserie chicken, and we just eat rotisserie chicken.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I'm down for it.
I love that idea.
I'm here for it.
I think that is great. I do that here at work because they're like $2.37 at Walmart.
Yeah.
And so some days when I'm just hungry, I just go get a rotisserie and just go to town.
Yeah. Why not?
It's great.
Yeah. It's so good. But we're probably definitely going to be doing that for Christmas because we're going to Arizona this year.
Oh.
So are your Christmas when do you put your Christmas decorations up?
This weekend.
Okay.
Because we're not going to be here. Normally
right before Thanksgiving.
Normally it's Black Friday or the Saturday after, but we're not going to be here. So, and the last couple of years we've been doing that where we leave. Mm-hmm. We'll set them up like 2 or 3 days before we leave so that when we come home after Thanksgiving, it's all set up and we're done.
I used to be a pretty big stickler about Christmas decorations do not go up before Thanksgiving.
Oh, I was, but I lost that battle with my wife.
I held strong for several years, but then I'm like, you know what? I finally, I don't know, gave up, but I chose, I'm like, what I'm trying to say. I decided that I really like watching my wife and kid be excited and be happy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I hate that it's like Thanksgiving is like becoming obscure almost.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
Because Thanksgiving is actually probably one of my favorite.
Yeah.
It and Christmas kind of switch.
Yeah.
Because I have tremendous memories of Thanksgiving with my family growing up. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that stores are playing Christmas music and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, come on, wait. It's not even Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Like, let's get there first. Like, I still remember making the paper bag turkeys with our handprint and stuff back in school.
It was great.
Like, I remember how I felt when I made them things. Mm-hmm. I was so excited for Thanksgiving.
All consumerism.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, dude, I've seen getting all the emails right now about early Black Friday sales and
you can't call it Black Friday if it happens if it happens for a week before Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's not Black Friday anymore. Nope. It's just a sale.
Yeah.
Also, these companies have forgotten what Black Friday is supposed to be. It is supposed to be me trampling people to get a good deal. I'm joking. But no, I mean, that's supposed to be really good deals
and stuff like that.
They talk about, hey, we've got these doorbusters. Like, all right, what's a doorbuster is named because you are busting down the door. Right. I see doorbusters that are like 10% off for towels. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not busting down a door for 10% off a set of towels. I'm not doing that. I might quicken my pace through an automatic door for 25% off, but I'm not, and towels, come on, y'all. But yeah, for 10% off anything, I'm not busting down anything. It's like, get it together, Walmart and Amazon and Best Buy. Like, get it together. Mm-hmm. Give me something that I'm willing to commit a felony for.
There you go.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, I haven't really heard about any of the big rushes anymore.
No.
And it's mostly with online sales too. So you don't hear about that. You used to hear about fights. And
people would get trampled.
Crazy.
People would die.
I used to like watching the
We used to be a proper country.
news clips on stuff like that.
Saw the crazies go out.
Yeah. And I keep seeing a meme that's like, man, everybody has a 50-inch TV.
Yeah.
How about we put brisket on Black Friday?
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
How about you do a Black Friday sale on your bills? Your electric bills
fantastic.
On Black Friday deal.
I love that. Let's do that. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Why don't you lead it off?
Okay.
Because I know, but I just feel in my heart and head I can't articulate it the way that you should.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so sitting in class, so I work with the teens, and we work through the Bible. I think we make it through the Bible every 2 years or every 3 years, something like that. And we're coming up, and we get to 1 Timothy this past week, and I'm like, man, 1 Timothy is a great book. And 1 Timothy chapter 3, it's oftentimes the little title is called Qualifications for Overseers and Deacons. Mm-hmm. And it's just a list of, if you're going to appoint somebody as an overseer or shepherd, they should have these qualifications. I'm like, man, that's a great chapter. It's a very dense chapter that talks about what it means to be like, here's what a godly man is. And so I was looking through and I'm like, these really aren't, we shouldn't call it a qualification. We should call it a characteristic, because it's not really something that you can go through, and it's not like a checkbox. Like,
right.
A qualification is like, okay,
you have an MBA.
I'm an MBA, or
you have 3 years of experience.
Yeah. Like, it's things that you check off and then it's done. But like a characteristic is just who you are.
Right.
This is who you are as a person. And so I'm looking at 1 Timothy 3, I'm like, these are the characteristics of someone of a godly man. And I think I got ahead of myself a little bit. I think all that's good. But so Paul is writing 1 Timothy, and he's writing it to Timothy, who is a young man, probably late teens, early 20s, I think, at this point. And Timothy is in Ephesus, and he's kind of like, Paul went to Ephesus and then said, all right, Timothy, you stay here and keep this congregation going and keep the teaching going and make sure, like, they're kind of messed up, make sure that they know what they're doing. And so he left, and then he wrote to Timothy while he's in Ephesus. And part of that, and then, and he's talking about all sorts of different stuff, like you need to, this is how you're praying, and then men should be dressed doing this sort of thing, and women should be dressed like this, and then these people need to chill out. And he's just talking to this protege. Paul calls him his son in the faith. And then halfway through the book, he says, all right, when you go to appoint overseers, this is what you should be looking for. Yeah, we'll go ahead and read it. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 and following. Here's a trustworthy saying: whoever aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task. Now the overseer is to be above reproach, faithful to his wife, temperate, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him, and he must do so in a manner worthy of full respect. If anyone does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he may become conceited and fall under the same judgment as the devil. He must also have a good reputation with outsiders, so that he will not fall into disgrace and into the devil's trap. In the same way, deacons are to be worthy of respect, sincere, not indulging in much wine, and not pursuing dishonest gain. They must keep hold of the deep truths of the faith with a clear conscience. They must first be tested, and then, if there is nothing against them, let them serve as deacons. In the same way, the women are to be worthy of respect, not malicious talkers, but temperate and trustworthy in everything. A deacon must be faithful to his wife and must manage his children and his household well. Those who have served well gain an excellent standing and great assurance in their faith in Christ Jesus. So sitting in class, we just started working through First Timothy, and I jumped ahead and I saw First Timothy 3. I'm like, man, what a great. My first thought was in regards to the Boys to Men class that we've been doing at Highway on Wednesday nights, and I'm like, this was perfect. And there's like 15 like characteristics that Paul talks about. I'm like, this is perfect that we can do one a week. We'll double up on a couple of these, and then that way. And then like that'll fill up the summer real easy, and it's pulling from scripture. This is great. I'm like, well, if we're talking about it for Boys to Men, why not talk about it for Stand Like Men as well? So I talked to you and you said, yeah, let's do it. And so that's where we are. But I thought today would be a good day to kind of do an overview of the chapter, and then kind of what we can expect to talk about in the next couple of weeks.
Yep. Yeah, I think these are perfect because they're talking about leaders in the church, but that's pretty much what we're wanting to be. We're wanting to be leaders, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we're called, to lead our families and to be leaders in our community and good citizens and all of this stuff. So these overlay perfectly with just being alive,
mm-hmm.
being a good, godly man, mm-hmm. and leading our lives.
Yeah, and it starts with whoever aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task.
Yeah, like I actually really like that because I haven't really thought of that in a while.
Yeah,
it's because that's part of what we're doing mm-hmm. with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm doing with Iron Council and some other groups. And sometimes I look at it like it's just very selfish, like
yeah.
And some of it's just some imposter syndrome thing. You know, who am I?
Certainly. Have
a podcast and trying to lead groups and mm-hmm. talk to guys in seminars and whatever else. And so this is saying that's good. Yeah. It's really good for us to aspire to be that.
Yeah.
That's great. It's good to hear.
Yeah. And so like an overseer is like overseer, shepherd, elder. Ultimately it's just a man of God that people look to. I might be too liberal with that translation.
I don't really think so, because there's not a lot in there about how you order people around,
yeah,
and teach class, mm-hmm. and give communion, mm-hmm. and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of giving you what you said, the characteristics,
yeah.
of a good man.
Yeah. And so Paul is talking to Timothy, who is young and young in the faith. And he's saying, hey, these are the characteristics of a godly man that you should look to, and that you should like treat with respect, and not just respect, but like look to them to help strengthen your faith and to help lead you in your faith, because they're not looking for their own benefit. They're looking for to give glory to the kingdom.
And these are great because these are great attributes when you're looking for somebody to mentor you, which mm-hmm. we've talked about before. You know, if you're looking for someone to model your life after, of course, Jesus, but then try and find men like this in your life, and you can go ask them, because if they are like this, mm-hmm. they're definitely not going to think less of you because of your age.
Yeah.
They're going to be proud of you for coming to ask.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to deal with some imposter syndrome, thinking, man, how am I supposed to tell this guy mm-hmm. what to do and how to be good?
I also like that it says, if you want to be an overseer, like this is good. Like it's good that you want to be a godly man, and it's good that you want to help others help others to become the godly men. I also like that this list is timely. Like there's not a single thing in this list that does not apply to us 2,000 years later. There's not a single thing on this list that didn't apply to Moses or to Adam or whoever. Like this is a timely list. It does not matter where you are in history. Like if you can look to this list and you can either be a godly man or get real close to it just by following this list.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. And I've been having some conversations with other guys lately about identity. Mm-hmm. And this is a great way to secure your identity in
Yeah.
Christ, right? Instead of thinking, oh, once I get these things, I will be great. More like, or I'll be a good Christian man. Like, because we have Christ in us, we want to behave this way.
Yeah.
It's not performance oriented and like a pre-qualification, like you said. It's character.
Yeah.
Like this is our character flowing out of us. We are not performing these things as stunts.
Yeah.
This is just your character flowing out of you and out of men that you hopefully surround yourself with.
Yeah. There's something there about, it's not about knowing the right answers, so to speak. It's about like being able to figure out the will of God because you have the character of, because you have good character, and that you are a man of God, and that you want to be more like Jesus every day. You are able to discern the will of God in whatever situation you find yourself in.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that we be willing to do that, but we also look for those opportunities to step into Christhood, I guess. It's like here's a quote. This is just from some of my notes. Is real men don't ask, how can I get out of responsibility, but where can I step into responsibility that God has given me? Because a lot of these things are just responsibilities that God gave us.
Yeah.
They gave Adam all of these responsibilities, and he failed at some of them. And we do every day, right?
Yeah.
But it's making sure that we're open and willing to do that instead of just being complacent, like we've talked about a ton.
Yeah.
Is a lot of this stuff is also active. It's not us just sitting here letting life happen to us. It's us being proactive and doing things. This is good too. So, this is masculinity as character over charisma.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so, like, many modern leaders have good stage presence and a poor private life. And Scripture wants us to have character first, which is what we just talked about. It's character. And then gifts second. So I think a lot of us put way too much emphasis on our gifts.
Yeah.
First of all, not just thinking that one gift that we have is way more important, but sometimes not believing that our gifts are important, or thinking we must have this certain gift before we can be these people.
Yeah.
And I think that's completely untrue. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart.
Yeah.
And I think that's biblical masculinity, is character.
Yeah.
It's having the right character and then developing our gifts as part of that character.
Yeah. We'll probably get more into this as we go along, but I remember I've looked at this list a lot, this list of characteristics. And when you treat it like a list of qualifications, you can easily get the wrong people in the role of a shepherd.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, and
you can overlook
a
lot of people who are very qualified.
Yeah. Because you're like, okay, well, I know a congregation, I've been to a congregation a lot in the past that, like, they looked at it more legalistic, and that, okay, well, this is a list of qualifications and you have to have this list. And so they've put people in the role of the shepherd, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, he's a great guy. He's a nice guy. That's good. But then looking back, it's like, he was not a good fit for that role. Like, he's a good man and would not do anything overtly wrong. But if you were to hold his actions up against, I'm trying to be ambiguous with it. Like, he met the qualifications, but he didn't have the character behind it.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
it was he wanted to be an elder, which is good. He desired a noble task, but he didn't have the character to go along with it.
Well, you see that in business too, you know, right? You got their full resume, their resume checks every box, and you put them in there like, man, this person's gonna be great, and then their personality is horrible.
Yeah.
And they don't have empathy and stuff like that. All of these actual character traits that you really need to be able to do that.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on the Stand Like Men podcast. Today's just an overview of 1 Timothy 3. We encourage you to go through and read that and send us your thoughts and questions and opinions on what these different characteristics mean to you and how you've seen it lived out in the men that you look up to. Every week we're going to be covering one, maybe two of these characteristics as we go forward. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one.
Our verse is 1 Corinthians 16, 13, and 14.
Be watchful.
Stand firm in the faith. Act like men. Be strong.
Let all that you do be done in love.